Yeah, imagine being a fish in that. You'd be like, fucking long day. Long weekend. Got no sleep this weekend. I wonder if they've got a council. They're probably talking to them like, can we turn this off? Do you want me to start again? Hello, I'm Joy Crookes, and we are at Down the Rabbit Hole in Holland, beside a lake or a large body of water, depending on how you see it. Is this officially a lake? It could just be a large pond. We actually hired this boat that's coming past us now. We actually hired the wind too. Yeah. Hi, fellas. Yeah.
Saying in the previous interview that you talk in crossword puzzles, is that right?
I talk like a crossword puzzle. Maybe. Someone probably reviewed me as a human being on Trustpilot, and they said she's a little bit of a crossword. David Byrne. David Byrne. Yeah, and David Bowie. Just all the Davids. All the Davids, including my dad, who's also a David. Yeah. There's nothing like disciples. The last thing I learned was probably yesterday, and the physio at the festival told me I needed to chill out, and what I took from that is sometimes my brain, ironically, can be slower than my body, and my body's moving at like 1,000 miles an hour, and my brain just wants to be in a hammock. So I think the moral of the story is put your brain in a hammock sometimes. Like, I rub my feet together when I fall asleep, and I think I've done that since I was a kid. It's like something I only realised was a thing recently on tour. I was in the tour bunk in the buses. There's just something really comforting about rubbing, like the palms of your hands, but like the palms of your feet. When you rub them together, just feels amazing.
Even when it's really warm.
Yeah, but you don't put a duvet on it. You just have the duvet start from the ankle. Sometimes I like to do a duvet tuck between the legs, have the feet out, rub the feet, go to sleep. My favourite festival outfit for stage is something that's shiny, especially if it's a sunny day, because when the shining, not the film reference, when the shining happens onto the outfit, that just does something for me, I think. You know, if people are under the influence, it's probably quite enjoyable to watch some shining, not the film, just actual physical shine. And then my ideal outfit as a punter is probably a good pair of boots that don't give you blisters. Made a huge mistake. I was basically in blister plasters all over Glastonbury. So a good pair of boots, maybe a short skirt, skort maybe, if you don't want your ass hanging out. Sometimes it's nice to have your ass hanging out. And a breathable t-shirt, yeah. Or vest, or, you know, why not? You could have a bikini top. I personally don't think I would do that. There's no shame to bikini wearers. There's something about the midriff area being out. You never know when you're going to catch a cold breeze. I mean, I literally described you. Oh, and a great earring. Okay, let's talk about the fact we should also have great jewellery on. So a fabulous earring, fabulous necklace. We've got a double layer here of the bikini and the vest. So you're just ahead of the game. Yeah, great work. The main thought I have before I fall asleep is, oh my gosh, what have I forgot to do? Honestly, there's always something every night. Last night it was I forgot to take an antibiotic because I got bitten by a cat last week, unprompted. I wasn't even like chilling with it. It just bit me out of nowhere when I was walking into a wedding. So I had to go to a hospital. They gave me a tetanus jab and antibiotics, and last night I was like, oh, I've forgotten to take my antibiotic. So that's not a good one. You never want to forget to take antibiotics, because if you did science at school, they teach you to always finish a course. Naughty corner. Yeah, if I had to parent a fascist, I would put the fascist in a naughty corner. But because the fascist is probably an adult, I would leave the fascist in the naughty corner for a long time. You know, I'm not talking a 10-minute reflection, I'm talking like a year reflection. And they would still have water and food. I wouldn't like starve the fascist, but I would make them understand that if I was parenting a fascist, of course, that they really needed to sit and think about themselves. No, I think it's like a year-long naughty corner. Yeah. I've been wondering how to parent a fascist for ages. When I'm performing, some of the thoughts that pop up are like whether I've moisturised my legs, if I look weird, and whether I'm enjoying myself. And then when I think about whether I'm enjoying myself, it makes me feel like I'm not, because I'm asking myself whether I do, and then I just try and forget about thinking about whether I'm enjoying myself, and then I enjoy myself. Yeah, there's quite a few thoughts that happen.
I can never.
Yeah, neither can I. But then somehow like 7,000 thoughts happen in one go. I think actually you have like 100,000 thoughts a minute. Do you know that? I think that's true. You could check me on it. You could vice me on it. You know when people say like, oh, I keep seeing this car everywhere. No, you're not seeing the car everywhere. Your reticular activating system is noticing the car, because you take in 100,000 like thoughts, I think, a minute. Maybe I'm talking shit. I don't know. I'm sorry. Near-death experience is probably my rabbit hole. I'm really, I think about near-death experiences a lot. And not in a fearful way, but I think it's quite an Irish answer to say that death is your rabbit hole. But I genuinely just spend hours reading about near-death experience. I actually read a book called Proof of Heaven about a neuroscientist that scientifically died, brain dead for 1 week because of a bacterial meningitis, and then actually came alive, and then the whole book is like his count of being brain dead for a week and the things that he saw. And he talks about how like science still doesn't really know where consciousness comes from and stuff like that. So it's quite an interesting rabbit hole. It's a big rabbit hole. Rabbit holes. If I told you my other rabbit holes, I think you would hate me. So I'm not going to tell you those. People say I talk about ass all the time as well. Just butts. Like, I don't know why. That would be a rabbit hole. That's like a slightly more simplistic rabbit hole that I suffer from. So, no pun intended, because you said hole, so. How do you say ass in Dutch? You know, people meet me and they go, oh, my friend told me that you like talking about like... And I'm like, I don't even mean to do it. It's just deflection. It's hole. You said hole. And I was like, well. No, I'm going to swim to my stage today. I'm doing a wet look. Yeah. I think so. Imagine what this would sound like underwater. Just chaos. You'd be like, can I get a break? Yeah, imagine being a fish in that. You'd be like, fucking long day. Long weekend. Got no sleep this weekend. I wonder if they've got a council. They're probably talking to them like, can we turn this off? Great. Well, thanks, guys.